Here today I am just going to explain you numericals of textbook exercises part from chapter 12 electricity. So here I have just shown you some numerical formulas are there. So for electric current, the charge divided by time, Ohm's law, that is for potential difference V, that is equal to I into R, that is what your second equation. So very first it's necessary everyone to go with the formula, just go through the formulas, because if you are knowing the formulas you are able to understand that what are the data and what are the questions given to you. Very first you have to read the given question whenever you are just attempting your paper, whenever the numericals are there. So we used to see that normally students are having some phobia and some fear with the numericals. So how to solve that? So very first you should know the formulas for each and every chapter. So it is my request to you all that just make a different notebook and collect all the formulas. Separate chapter, separate formulas, just collect it. So here I have just mentioned the numerical formulas of chapter number 12, that is electricity. So first is for electric current, that is I, that is we can say that I is equal to Q, that is electric charge, divided by time taken T. The main topic of this chapter, that is Ohm's law. So one more equation is there which is very important. So that is for the potential difference. So potential difference we can symbolize by V is equal to I current multiplied by R, that's for resistance. So we also have one equation for resistance. Suppose some object is given to you, maybe some current carrying conductor is provided to you, and you need to find out that how much the resistance is offered by the device or by the any material. So if you want to calculate that, so we have one equation, resistivity, that is rho multiplied by the length of your given wire, divided by the area of cross section. So this is R is equal to rho into L by A. One more thing is that everyone, suppose some devices are given to you that is in the series connection. Okay, some object is there which are connected in a series way. You all are knowing because you have read the theory part also. So no need to show that. So you can just derive the equation when something is there in the series. So just put the resistance, that is RS, series resistance, that is equal to first component, second component and third component. So resistance R1, R2 and R3. And suppose the device is just being attached into the parallel connection. So you have to go with the equation, that is Rp, that is parallel resistance, is equal to 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2 plus 1 upon R3. One more equation is there. Suppose you just want to derive the energy consumption. Energy consumption. Suppose some device is working since many hours. So it has consumed some amount of energy, and you may have seen that the sides of that device may get heated. So how much more amount of energy that is being consumed by that device, as well as outer side also some atmospheric temperature also affects the device and the component. So how much the energy consumed, suppose you want to derive that. So we have the equation, that is energy is equal to power multiplied by time. We can go with this. Now what is power? So suppose you want to derive the power. So power, that is equal to V into I. That is, we can call it as a Joule's law. We have derived this equation from the Joule's law. So like how only? So power P is equal to V, that is voltage, multiplied by current. So in place of V, everyone, you can just keep the value from Ohm's law, that is V's value is I into R. So suppose I can replace, so my equation I can change it in the form of I square and R, because V is what? I into R. So if I replace the V, so I can put I into R. So already one current symbol is already there. So I into I, that is I square, multiplied by resistance. So P is equal to I square R, that is my one more formula. For heating effect, everybody, we have also seen one equation for heating effect, that is H, that is energy only. We can also write heating effect H, as well as we can also write energy, as well as sometimes suppose some equation is given and some question is given in which they are asking that work has been done, how much amount of work is being done by the object. So for that also we can use the same equation. So because the work done, energy consumption some cases, as well as the heating effect, that is nothing but that is a kind of a Joule's law, as well as we can use it I square into R into T. So this equation we can use when we are having current, resistance and time given. So these are the important formulas of chapter number 12 everyone. If you are aware with this formula, so you can attempt rest of the numericals. Now how to go and how to solve. So step first, you have to read the question very carefully. Just try to understand what is given. What are the data given in the question. So collect the data. So very first just write down given that, otherwise data. Collect it from the question. Second thing is you have to study it properly, that what things to be discovered, what things to be find. You have to find out current, you have to find out voltage, you have to find out resistance. So which quantity they are asking us to find. So like that only you just collect it, and afterwards if you are knowing the formula for all the chapters, so you can draw the equation, you can just keep it again, easily get the answer. And don't miss to keep the SI unit of every individual answer and the physical quantity. Okay, so let me go with your textbook exercise everybody. The first question on page number 221. Your objectives are given. So how to solve it? Let's move on. The first question is, I am reading from the textbook everybody. You just also pay attention what is given and how to understand. A piece of wire is given that is having the resistance R, that is cut into 5 equal parts. Okay, the length is not given to us, but that has been cut into 5 equal parts. That's what given over here. These parts are then connected in the parallel form, and if the equivalent resistance of this combination, that is R dash, that is provided, then find out the ratio R upon R dash. So nothing to do over here everyone. Just imagine that a length of wire is given. This is, I am showing a wire. Its whole length is shown, that is R. Okay, that has been cut into equal 5 parts, like that. So I have to find what is the individual length of that one. But we have to find what is the equivalent resistance. So I can go with that equivalent resistance, that is R dash. So 1 upon R dash is equal to 1 upon R by 5. Why everyone? R by 5. Because 5 parts of the whole length I have to do. So individual path length will be R upon 5. R upon 5. R by 5. R by 5 and R by 5. One more thing is that everyone, I have to take it in a parallel combination, because according to the question they are asking that the whole length is connected in parallel form. R by 5 plus, like this. So what to do next everyone? Just take the reciprocal of it. So it will be 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 divided by R. So afterwards this gives you 25 by R. So here it is 1 upon R dash. So I can replace this R, I can shift it over here. So finally what I will get? I will get the ratio R upon R dash, that is equal to 25. So your answer is 25. 25 ohm. Okay, second question is also given everyone. I am just reading the question for you. See, if they say that which of the following terms does not represent any electric power in the circuit. So out of all the rest of the option, only option B is that shows the resistance into the electric, that shows only the electric power into the given circuit. So your answer will be I multiplied by R square. Now third question is also given over here everyone, that says that an electric bulb is there which is having the rating 220 volt and 100 watt. Volt, that is voltage, is provided, and W, that stands for power. So when it is operated on 110 volt, then power consumed will be, so we have to find out how much the power is consumed. So we have the equation for power, that is V into I. Question will be needed. Okay, so that is going to be our question number 3. So we will go with power consumption P, that is equal to V into I. Now I can replace the value of V. So in place of that I can replace the value of I. Everybody is knowing that V is equal to I into R. So in place of I can write, I can accommodate this equation by V upon R. So I can take that V into V by R. So I will be having V square upon R. So P is equal to V square by R. That's what my equation is and I can use it. So just keep the value of voltage. So how much voltage is given to you? That is 220 divided by, that is 220 multiply by, because it is having a square. So it will be 220. And resistance is given to you, that is our question to find. So resistance will be come to the left hand side and power will be 100 watt. So 0 0 will be cancelled and 22 multiplied by 22, that gives you 484 ohms. That's what your resistance is. Got it? This is not end of the story, everyone. This is the one value of 484 is given. Now they say that suppose whenever it is operated on 110 volt, then how much the power consumed? It's nothing to do. Once again, just use the same equation. P is equal to V square by R. So V is how much you have to take the value, 110 volt. So 110 will be 2 times divided by R. So R is having 484. What is the value of R? That is 484 ohm. So if you will do this multiplication, so it will be 11 multiplied by 11, that is 12100 divided by 484. So V, that is 4 and R, that is in ohm. So if you just multiply this one, you are able to get the answer, that is around 31.25. Okay, so next question is, if you are just going to do this, so your answer will be 25 watt. Okay, so that's what your third question, everyone. Just moving on with the fourth one. So if I read it, you can also have the textbook, you can also read it. So some values are given for the wire. So a conductor is provided to you which is having the diameter 0.5 millimeter. So I can write its value 0.5 into 10 raised to minus 3 meter. Next is the resistivity which is offered, resistance and the resistivity of the wire that is given to you of that material is 1.6 into 10 raised to 8 ohm. The length of the wire, that is our question that we have to find out. Resistance value is 10 ohm already given in the question. So we have to use the equation to find out the resistance in wire. R is equal to, this is rho into L divided by A divided by area. Alright, now see, my main question is we have to discover the value of length. So I have to accommodate this equation in terms of L. So I have to make L as the subject. So I will take this area in the multiplication. So it will be resistance into area divided by resistivity. So now let me keep the values of it. So resistance is 10 ohm multiply area. So everyone, suppose this is a wire given to you and if I just going to cut it from the center, so I will be having the circular portion. So this is what my cross section part. And what is the area of the circle? So if I want to find out the area of this, so it will be pi r square. Okay, the area of the total circumference, that will be pi r square. So A, that will be pi r square divided by the value of resistivity, that is 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 8. Now just keep the value for pi and the radius. See, this is the diameter. From the diameter, suppose I want to derive the value for radius. So it will be 0.5 multiplied 10 raised to minus 3 divided by 2 meter. Okay. So I can keep the values, all the values over here. So pi will be, I am taking 22 upon 7 multiply r, that is 0.5 multiply by 0.5 and 10 raised to minus 3 and 10 raised to minus 3, that gives me 10 raised to minus 6. Over here in the denominator, I will be having the remaining value, that is 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 8. So now what I am doing, I am just removing all the decimal points. So what I will get, over here it is 22, multiply 5 5s are 25, multiply by 10 raised to minus 6, divided by here it is a 7, multiply by 1.6 is there, but point that will be 16 upon 10. So 16 upon 10 will be multiply over here, so it will be 100. So that 100 divided by these 100, because 0.5 and 0.5, that is 25 upon 100. So 100 will be cancelled. So 100 will be cancelled. So finally over here only 10 raised to minus 8 is remaining. So I can take the value up. So if I just do the multiplication and division of this part and multiply, and if I take this part in the numerator, so finally my answer will be. These are for today's everybody. So these are the points. I hope that you like this, and I hope that all the topics whichever I have just covered today, that is clear in your mind. But still, if you are having some queries and doubts, just please mention it in your comment box. And thank you for watching the video.